The Environment Agency has decommissioned the Wheal Jane pilot passive treatment plant to meet the requirements of the planning permission, which is once we'd finished the works down here that we'd return the site and remediate it. The site was originally built following the pollution event in 1992 from the Wheal Jane tin miner just after it closed, which saw 10 million gallons of water enter the Cornwall River, causing a major pollution. The plant was built in 1993 to 1994 and then tested for 4 years to try to find a sustainable method of dealing with the mine water from the Wheal Jane mine.
This site and the surrounding area has very high biodiversity value, but with the activities that have gone on at the site over many years, there had been some damage to the site. We wanted to create something that fitted in with the local Cornish landscape, but also provided that increased biodiversity value.
We started at the very outset of the project at looking at what the waste streams would be. We used a site waste management plan, and we've worked very closely with colleagues internally and our partner organisations to absolutely minimise the amount of waste from the site. So we've not only looked what we needed to remove, but when we've removed it, where we could look at reuse and recycling. And that saved substantial volumes of waste going to landfill. The main challenges in remediating the site was firstly dealing with all the contaminated material that we had to take away, and that was over 9,000 tonnes. And the other challenges were then bringing in 7,000 tonnes of inert material to actually create the habitat and to reuse the materials on the site to create our recreational enhancements that we've done as well.
We designed this site so that it was going to look as natural as possible, but also reflecting the mineral heritage that had gone on in this area. We wanted something that didn't hide the fact that this had been an industrial landscape, but we wanted something that included some benefits for biodiversity. The main landscaping aim of this site was to create a series of interlinked wetlands or ponds, so we've got some areas of deep water, some areas of very shallow water, but something that was just natural for the landscape. We wanted something that included the local native species, so a lot of this site has been left to just vegetate up naturally. Before we did the work on the site, we had a survey done to see what the sort of wildlife value was of the site, so that's helped in the design that we've ended up with now. One thing that showed up in that was that we had a number of dragonflies and damselflies, and the site was especially important for the scarce blue-tailed damselfly. So before the works commenced, we carried out a bug rescue where we swept through the ponds, removing larvae and put them in some of the donor ponds that wouldn't be affected by the works.
One of our challenges in helping recreational users in the valley is dealing with the partially flooded footpath next to the Cornwall River. And what we've done is built into the actual design of the habitat an integrated new utility trail for disabled users, cyclists, horse riders and pedestrians who can walk through the new habitat we've created, enjoying the site and keeping their feet dry. We've crushed all of the concrete structures on site and used the aggregate from that as well as sand we've been able to reclaim from around the treatment cells to create the new utility trail. And we've also taken the granite boulders that we used to close off sections of the site, and we've actually built a traditional Cornish stone circle as a centrepiece for the site when people come in, that the trail runs straight through, and we've used 2 of the stones to create some seating for people.
I think it's been really successful. We've already seen a number of damselflies and dragonflies in the new ponds.
Our success has been acknowledged really importantly to us by the local community who've fed back and said how pleased they are.
We've come down and looked at this on nice sunny days, and we've ended up with scarce bluetails and emerald damselflies, golden ring dragonflies, and also a number of frogs and toads and newts and things like that.
We've won a prestigious Green Apple Award for environmental excellence.
The site has already been colonised, even though we've only just finished.
And we're also a finalist in the Chartered Institute of Waste Management Awards for our use of the site waste management plan in a construction and demolition project. So as a project team, we're really, really pleased about that.